What does Batgirl do when bad guys sneak up on her? She doesn't a boot face. Welcome to Comic Book Editions Volume 273. I'm going to get started right away showing stuff as I continue to welcome you to today's video. It's raining AOKs again, starting out with one from my friend Andre. This is an update to my Comic Book Editions Volume 271 video, where he had AOK'd me a series of these DC Comics cards. I talked at that time that Andre is a big DC Comics card collector. He's my friend in Brazil. We have Batman here to get us kicked off. Following it up with the other part of the world's finest, we have Superman. So Andre had ordered some more cards. He had some duplicates in the cards that he ordered, and he said, hey, add these into your collection, and I'm more than happy to do those. One thing that I thought was interesting, all the cards say bang on them. I'm not familiar if these are just regular trading cards or this is something that is associated with some type of game, like a trading card game. If you know the answer to this, make sure to share that with me in the comments section below. But we got another fair amount of cards to share. Got Robin for you now. I love how shiny and foily they are. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Andre has inspired me a little bit to start doing a little bit of card hunting for myself. Between Andre and my friend Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe, who's now adding a lot of cards into her collection, it's like all my friends are doing cards. Maybe I'm feeling the FOMO on that. But nonetheless, I have started looking at a few cards, and I did pull the trigger on one vintage trading card. So that is on order, and it should arrive, and I'll be able to share it with you in the next few weeks and on my YouTube channel in one of these updated videos. So if you have Batman and Robin and Superman, you might as well throw Joker in there as well, for the funsies of it. Andre doesn't do YouTube, but he has a great Instagram page where he shows off a lot of cool collectibles. With him living out of the country, you know, there's some things that they have over there that we don't have over here. So it's always fun to see the collectibles that Brazil might have that we don't. And he shares a lot of those on his Instagram. So I've left a link for his Instagram page in the description for this video. This is one of my favorite cards. This card and the next card are one of my favorite cards that are in the entire haul. The Batgirl card, I love that. Besides an AOK from Andre, which I'm sharing with you right now, we have an AOK unboxing from OldWolf65. What has Tony sent me? That's what we're going to find out in just a few minutes in today's Comic Book Editions video. Lately, I've kind of been on a big Batgirl kick. I love Batgirl. I purchased last year the Batgirl omnibuses from the Bronze Age, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I'm thinking I'm getting close to maybe cracking those puppies open and starting to enjoy some of those stories. So here's the final card from this batch that Andre AOK'd to me. It's Cheetah. Of course, this is the Perez Cheetah version, Barbara Minerva, and I love it. So thank you, Andre, for thinking of me again and including some more cards. Next thing you know, I'm going to have a full set of these, and I'd be very good with that idea and with that concept. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for thinking of me and sending these cards my way. I appreciate you so much, my friend. And there we go. As I said, it continues to rain AOKs. I don't know if you can hear this or not. Something's rattling in there, but it doesn't feel like rattling like broken. The best way to find out what it is to open it, which we'll do in a moment. This is from my friend Tony, OldWolf65. Now, Tony has AOK'd me in the past. As a matter of fact, he's really helped me out with my Captain Marvel collection. He first, in Comic Book Editions Volume 113, AOK'd me a Captain Marvel Issue 2, which meant that I have Captain Marvel's first, second, and fourth appearance. The third appearance that I'm missing is Captain Marvel Issue 1. And I am looking at that comic book. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but it is something that I'm looking at and I'm interested in adding into the collection. And then another time later, he sent me another Captain Marvel comic book. It was issue 18, a very important issue, especially if you're a Carol Danvers fan, because her exposure in that issue ends up leading to her getting the powers to become Ms. Marvel, and then, well, currently the current Captain Marvel. That was in Comic Book Editions, Volume 153, that Old Wolf AOK'd that to me. I always have a good time getting to do live streams with Tony, and we've had him on Fanboys, and he did a great job as well. So I'm going to take you out of fast forward mode, and we'll find out together exactly what the Old Wolf has sent. Hang tight. How? Okay, we have a note that says, I hope this made it to you in one piece. Tony, Old Wolf. Uh-oh, it's rattling. Maybe it's not in one piece. This might not be good. Ooh. In all fairness, it was rattling when I first picked it up, when the postmaster left it. So, okay, something has slid out, but I'm not looking. Oh, I think it did make... Yes, I'm sure this made this to me in one piece the way it's supposed to be. Look at this! Isn't that awesome? I bet Tony 3D printed this. I absolutely love this. And what you're hearing rattling around would be the things on the back to hang it. I love this, Tony. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, I really like that. So one of my deals is I haven't put a lot of stuff up on the wall because, to be very frankly honest with you, I kind of want to move. And I really want to move this year. And I don't want to be putting a whole bunch of nails in the walls and stuff. But if everything goes according to schedule, and fingers crossed I can find a new place to live that's within budget, that's when you're going to start seeing some decorations coming up behind the wall. And this is definitely going to be included with it. Oh, it didn't break at all. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. Oh, Tony, thank you, my friend. You did an amazing job on this. I just love that shade of red, too. I mean, you can just see from me holding up how that's going to pop on a wall. Oh, I'm very, very, very stoked about this. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much for thinking about me. Oh, man. You've been getting a lot of work out of that 3D printer. I know some people that own 3D printers and then they don't really use them all that much. I think you actually get your use out of it. I know you've sent a lot of stuff to people in the comic book community, and I think that's awesome, first of all, that you have one, but more awesome that you actually use it. And thank you for thinking of me with this and wanting to send this my way. I am very appreciative. I've left a link for Tony's YouTube channel in the description for this video. If you're not subbed, make sure to sub him up. When I did my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I even made it one of the giveaways that you had to be subscribed to Tony's channel. Tony and Joel the Geek are some community members I picked out that I wanted to help them boost their subscribers. So, Tony, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man, that is awesome. Cool. Great job on that. So we call this video Comic Book Editions, which means I at least need to show a comic book before we wrap up Volume 273, and I found a really good one that I wanted to share with you today. So here we have Justice League of America. This is from Volume 2 in 2007. And what had attracted me to this cover, of course, is it's a beautiful Alex Ross cover. Of course, this was the era when Brad Meltzer was writing Justice League. I have a scattered handful of issues from this volume. I really do enjoy the issues from this volume that I have in my collection that I've read. And maybe I need to get some type of collection for this. Or I don't know if there's an Omni for it or not. We're going back to 2007 for this issue. But it is something more, this volume is something more that I think that I should spend some time with. Of course, I did complete my entire Justice League of America Volume 1 collection. And I don't have the 3 issues from Brave and the Bold with their first 3 appearances, but I'm considering those even though they're so expensive. But maybe, you know, who knows? I wouldn't rule out, I at least want to read, and I know I could digitally, the Volume 2. So I also at this comic show, they had this package together. So I got the right side and I had the left side as well. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the Justice League in this story. So unbeknownst to the rest of the league, Aquaman and Martian Manhunter are watching the restored Justice League and comparing them to the league that they helped found. Red Tornado is suffering from detachment from his humanity following the problems that he had. Hawkgirl discovers Red Arrow has a daughter and then meets her. Black Canary warns her to be careful in her budding romance with Red Arrow. Black Lightning takes tip off from the Silver Ghost, who appears to think Black Lightning still works for Lex Luthor. Vixen has lost her powers by this point, and she confides in Geo-Force that her powers are no longer working. Geo-Force meets with Deathstroke and trades information, but the League is aware of this, and they're helping Geo-Force to track and eventually capture Deathstroke. So it's very soap opera-y, and in the content of all the different threads that are kind of being pulled by this point. But now having both issues, I'm going to rebag and reboard these two. I got this nice connecting cover going on, and I was very psyched to get these at a really good price at a comic book show. With that having been shared, the wonderful trading cards and the wonderful gift from Old Wolf, it brings an end to Comic Book Editions Volume 273. What's also on the channel right now is a back issue of the week, and it's about King Size Hulk, which is also known as the Incredible Hulk Annual #1. That's the current back issue of the week, so check it out if you haven't already. And thank you for the previous week's back issue of the week on The Flash, which did 1.1K views. I was really stoked over that. Fanboys Live and the Retro Review is coming up this Sunday, the greatest DC comic show on YouTube, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central, and it's going to be, since, believe it or not, we're going into a new month on Sunday, it's going to be our tribute for Women's History Month for 2026. And we're going to do something a little bit different on Fanboys, so just tune in then to find out exactly what's going down. Thank you for making it to the end of today's Comic Book Editions videos. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Tony. Oh, and you know what? If you think that it's done raining AOKs, nope. Next week for Comic Book Editions Volume 274, an AOK from Mr. Gretzky, 9966. My friend Matt will unbox it then, and I can't wait to see you. Until then, take care, and bye for now. Or bye for meow. Volume 273. It all fell down.